been anyone. Well, you stole my heart like a thief on the run.
Anyway, gonna push start on this. Alright, we're on. G'day guys, just recording a YouTube episode at the same time, killing two birds with one stone. Got totals to talk about. So 16 a day residentials, I've spoken about that before on YouTube. So with that, there's your 32 for the 2 days. Got 12 residentials today, it takes us up to 44. And then I've got 2 commercials and acreage beside my property at home. Totals for them days. We've got, what did we have? We had 1200, or it was 1180, and then we had Tuesday, what we have 950, and then today is going to be 1300 plus. So to achieve that, look at using zero-turn mowers on properties that you can. Look at mulching instead of bagging. Look at using your snipper instead of edging. All this is included on the YouTube channel, so go check it out. Subscribe up if you'd like, and thanks again. Bye. Alright, I think we got it out, guys. I'll go post this before you hear it again. And I'll get back to you today with how we went. But yeah, it's huge. Big things that you can achieve in your business. That's how, alright? One of the methods how anyway. Cheers, bye. Okie dokie guys, I know I have got a little holder for this, but by the time I set the mount up on the screen, it takes a bit long. Good English there too. With the root density, I didn't touch on that, along with all the practices that I use in that Instagram reel. There'll be people for sure mentioning that, because that is probably the biggest player. You could bag, you could do whatever you like. If you had a whole street to do in a day, there's no stopping you. You'll be able to easily achieve it. You can use whatever practice you'd like if your root density was that supercharged, if you know what I mean. Mine's pretty good, it's not the best. But it's definitely not the worst. What I'm realizing is people have to travel a lot further in between, people that I'm talking to, speaking with, and if it's not that, they're sitting in traffic. Now, there's a catch-22 with that. If you've got to sit in traffic, then in my opinion, them lawns are straight away worth more. Especially I'm talking down Sydney, places like that. You could charge $20 to $30 more an average lawn, no doubt, especially for the type of clientele that you would have down there. In this small semi-rural type of a township, prices reflect the type of living that it is, and the living costs and everything else that is associated with being here. In saying that, you go 15 minutes towards the ocean, and that's where I jack up the prices that little bit more, simply because of the location. Now, that's the same in real estate. You get the same in every city, every town. All right, so you got to take all that into consideration. And again, I've spoken about all this before, guys. And subscribe up if you're very interested in growing your business efficiently, profitably, all the rest that follows along with it. I'm still learning, I'm still growing and learning things every day. But what I know is what I know, and what I don't, I endeavour to find out. So let's leave it at that. I'm going to try and get some footage later today, maybe. Just depends. I'll look at the time, I'll make a judgment call. I'd love to get some footage for you guys more often. It's just to achieve these numbers, there's not much time for recording, guys. Even if you just set the camera up in one spot, it's just the time it takes and takes it away from your day. At least here, I'm sort of driving to my next job, I can talk to you. And acreages, if I'm on my acreage week, typically I can pump out more videos because I'm set up on an acreage for the day, or for at least a few hours. So that's where you get more action. The residentials, it's just bang 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 bang, it's too quick. By the time I set up a camera, yeah, it's just not worth it for me, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe one day I'll be able to afford a little video camera person to follow me along all day. But anyway, we'll keep onward and upward. Just about to get to my next lawn. Mine's up there, my old property, and my God, is it bloody looking good. Couldn't believe it. Just army grubs got to it before we got out of there, and it was looking terrible. I beefed it up, dosed it up, got as much stuff in the soil that I could, and it was crazy good. Green, bounce back, ISUZU, can't kill the stuff. Alright, make sure I didn't run over a pedestrian there. Walking a dog. Alright, next lawn, here we go. So there's 2 done, and that's the time to get to this next lawn. So usually 45, it was a little bit longer. I had a chat to one of the owners. She's got a new dog and it's a beautiful little pup, so that's the thing. 10 minutes here and there spent, 5 minutes here and there talking to people, it all adds up and it eats into your day very quickly. So again, these are all things that play a role to achieve these figures. Pricing, everything, it all has to combine, you know, everything together, and that's what you get out of it. All right, now I could pretty much do these 3 days and that'll be it for this week if I wanted to, even with the overheads that we got at this other place. But to build this business up to where I want it to be, and to know what I could push it to with another worker or have a franchise doing similar figures, because I'd obviously, I wouldn't expect these type of figures straight away, but eventually I know this is possible on your own, okay? So that's what I'm getting at, this is what I'm trialing, and it's all working. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon, bye. I'm back, that one's done, tidied up. It was for sale for a while. We done an initial clean. It was a client, he was down in Sydney, and that's as far as it went, as far as meetings went with that client, and that happens regularly. Sometimes I can fit in odd jobs like that, and because they are once-offs, obviously you charge that little bit more. I think the initial visit was like 140. There was a fair bit to do to clean it up, pretty it up, and then today was just a quick tidy up. I'm just going to give you a quick view of my lawn here. That's our rental. So that ISUZU has just come back magnificently. Anyway, I'll spin this camera around. Try not to run over these cats. Get off the bloody road, you friggin' things. Seriously. Oh my god. I don't like cats, so that was quite difficult to avoid. They get angry at me, bloody animal lovers. I love animals too, just cats. Not many of them are nice, to me anyway, and I'm allergic to them, so they can go to buggery. Pulling up now, got the cafe up here to do, and then I'll be flat chat. I won't speak to you probably until I'm back home, so just a little insight into what I was doing there and why I got off my normal path, normal mowing route. It's things like that you can avoid where possible, but if you can get them, do them for a good price. It's well worth it. All right, just here now, not too bad, not too much growth. I'll be on to some pruning jobs shortly, I'm sure. I'll let them know today when I get home. So all these things I just keep in the back of my head, guys. Sometimes I write them down if it's a fair bit that I need to sort of remember. But yeah, I'll just make mention and I allocate it for next time I'm here, or for a job where I'm coming back from an acreage or something, I can quickly duck out, hedge trim, throw the green waste on the back of the ute and put in the green bin when I get home. Yeah, that's just how I do it, how I up my sort of days. Sometimes the days are sort of that 900 plus, some of that 1200 plus, so it just depends how I want to work it that week. And obviously I've been stinging to get back into this after the 2-week break, so I'm flat chat. See you guys, bye bye. Alright, if you can see out that window there beside me, roadwork's happening again. I knew this, so I've planned my day around it. So little things like that all help if you can ever get on top of it. This is just going to be a jump around video once again inside the ute. A bit of an episode with lots of little bits of knowledge thrown in there. Now all these little side streets down here, I've got like one lawn, then there's another 2, and then I go down to a commercial, come back, and then there's one to do there, and then one other in town before I go out to my acreage. So all of this I've sort of known as I was on holidays and saw these roadworks taking place. So I allowed for it in the diary, made a note of it, and now this is where we are. This is what we're doing. So just a quick little U-turn here, and I've got that lawn just there to do. Now twice I've been caught out on this hillside, steeper than it looks, and with it I take both standers and it just comes slipping down the hill there. So it's lucky that retainer was there. One day I would have went straight off the edge. So that's a push mow definitely going forward, and then once I have that 30-inch, that's where it'll be getting used on that portion of the lawn, because everywhere else the stander can be used. So I'll jump on, do this, and I'll just get a quick update for you for how many we've got. I'll just cross off one more, and because I'm doing it not in order, typically my list is in order, and so what I'm doing now is sort of, I numbered it this morning as well, just to keep on top of it. Sorry you're looking at me sunnies there too, hate it when it's like that on the camera. All right, so I'll just cross off who I done last, which was Tess. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including this one. 7 to go, and then an acreage if I have time. So we'll see how we go. What is it? 10 o'clock. All right, just so you know. Hopefully you can see. 10:09. I'll be done this one by 10:30. And that'll leave us with the 6. And then I just work it out, there's the 3 hours straight off that. So I'll be doing well to be done by 3 o'clock today, but being the last one's right next door, I can deal with a 3:30 finish today. So see how we go. Cheers guys, bye. Rightio. Commercial is what we're up to now guys, and it's not that one. Thank Christ. It's this one. It doesn't look like much there, but it goes around the front. If you've seen this, it wraps around, and big hillside that we got to brush cut and then mow, loop back around, and it comes up and around, do inside, quick spray, keeping all the weeds down in amongst all the tractors and machinery. So looking at the time, I just did see it at 12 something. I'm not going to have time, yeah, so 10 to 12. And I've got this big commercial to do now. So that acreage that I've got right beside the house, again, I could probably do it, be done by 4 o'clock or something in the afternoon, but it's not worth it to me when Friday I've got it as a provision. I already wrote it down as a provision for Friday, and so that's what I'll be doing, because Friday I've got 2 acreages, and I'm usually done both of those by about 9 o'clock, and then the next job after that is like a hourly type job. It's just, if I do 2 hours, 3 hours, and it's just worked out off that block rate for that client. So it's depending on what I've got time-wise up my sleeve, whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours sometimes, like it just depends. And this is where that's good for the diary to have this provision. I don't lose the money from today, it just rolls on to Friday, so the weekly figure is the same. Again, if you're rained out, don't panic. I've spoken about this previously, and that's what this channel's for, but look at your monthly targets rather than your day-to-day or weekly. It's just easier to not stress, you know what I mean? Some people freak out when it's raining it might be raining for 4 days in a row, and you just got to get out there and do what you can, depending on the severity of the rain, of course. But yeah, that's another thing that this channel's for, and if you go back through past episodes, you'll see it all. This is the idea of, I'm going to get these shorter videos happening onto another channel, and that way, well, not even a channel, I'll just put it on the shorts, it'll come through. Just to break it down for you guys, get really to the point, and then if you want the longer form like this, then you roll over to the channel and you watch away for half an hour or 20 minutes and listen away or watch away, just depending on what we're doing on that day. So, alright, that'll do, I think. I'll wrap it up. I'll see if I've got anything else footage-wise, if I can at all. This one, no. There's honestly not much growth, but enough to be here. It's been a month. We've got one more month and things will really start growing, and definitely heading into late September, October. It's full systems go by then. But yeah, one more monthly visit for everyone over winter, and then fortnightly visits will begin early September, right through until the following May/June. So anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Talk to you at the end. If I haven't said already, like and subscribe the video to the channel, like the video. You know what to do. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, bye bye. Howdy, bit of bonus footage at the end of the video here, guys. Had a dream the other night. Now, whether you're superstitious, believe in this type of stuff or not, this happens very regularly. I dreamt about the hot water heater at my rental property and it was leaking. No word of a lie, I got a call today just 10 minutes ago from the real estate saying, yeah, it's leaking, can you just duck around, have a quick look? Being a plumber, I didn't want to spend sort of the $1,000+ on a new heater if it was a simple fix. So I went over there and it's, yeah, on its way out. When we were there at the property, we knew, or were expecting to replace it. It was 1997, the manufacturer date, but because it's inside the property, it's lasted a lot longer than the 10 sort of years you typically get. I know this is a lawn channel, but this is my background, and yeah, I thought that was pretty funny to finish my day. I was just about home, pulling in the street, and got the call. So I turned around, drive sort of 5 to 10 minutes back in town there and check it all out. But very funny when things like that happen. So if anything, there's a lesson learned in that is follow your gut. If you don't believe in it or not, your intuition is usually on the money, and especially when you're having dreams about things like that and it comes true not that long after. It's quite crazy to me. There's been postings on it on Instagram and Facebook of late, people saying, has anyone else been seeing what's happening in their dreams come true, as in just random things like this? And I can see why. It's pretty crazy to the letter, you know, like to the exact thing it is. I find it very amusing. So 1:45 or 22:03. So like I said, I got the property. I'll just give you a quick glance for a run my little puppy over. Look out, Bayer. So it's over the back here near that dam, and I want a good couple of hours. The first initial visit is always a bit slower, and takes that little bit longer because the grass is longer itself. So all of that needs to happen, and I like to just get a feel for the property, make sure that I get the quickest process down pat, either that visit or the next time I'm there. I'll know after that first visit what I could have done better to improve the time on that lawn. So I'll just reverse this trailer back and we'll be right. I'll load up the Husky for tomorrow. Got a big day. Sorry, probably looking at my snoz there again. And yeah, by big day, it's home at a decent time, but it's a lot done, is what I typically, when I say big day, I'm still home at a decent time, but it's a lot of workload too. So anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll get some footage of me unloading and loading up. See you later. You might see it at the beginning of the video, just something different. See you guys. Bye bye. Final time now, I promise. See ya. Bye. Hey? You know you're on camera? Do you know where it is? Right there. Right there. Huh? Look at there. How's your day?